defeated by the Romans under Marius and Sulla. This kickstarted the Roman conquest of the Berber coast, a protracted effort that was completed only when Mauritania, already a Roman client state, was fully subsumed into the empire in 44 AD. During Roman rule, many Amazigh integrated themselves into their culture, and from the 3rd century AD, many Berbers converted to Christianity. Among these was Augustine, bishop of the African city of Hippo, who was one of the most influential Christian church fathers of all time, and laid the foundations of Western Christian philosophy that deeply impact the Catholic world to this day. In the 5th century AD, the western half of the Roman Empire began to crumble, allowing the Germanic Vandals to conquer parts of North Africa. During this turmoil, the Amazigh were able to establish several small indigenous kingdoms in former Roman territory, worshipping a mixture of Christianity, Judaism, and traditional Berber polytheism. Many of these kingdoms persisted even after the Eastern Roman Empire reconquered the African coast in 534. However, this independence would be short-lived, as in the faraway deserts of Arabia, a new power was rising. By the time of the Prophet Muhammad's death in 632, his followers had conquered all of Arabia. Nearly immediately afterwards, the Muslims would storm out of their homeland as some of the most efficient conquerors in world history. In 641, the armies of Caliph Umar had conquered Byzantine Egypt and quickly turned their gaze westward to the fertile coasts of the Maghreb. The Muslim conquest of North Africa was a long and grueling process that began in 647 and was only completed a full 62 years later. Throughout it all, the Amazigh put up brutally stubborn resistance. Unlike the Eastern Romans, the native tribesmen were well accustomed to the fast-paced desert warfare of their Arab foes, and were able to match them toe-to-toe. Perhaps the greatest symbol of Berber resistance was the warrior queen Dahia, who crushed an army of the nascent Umayyad Caliphate near the town of Meskiana in 698. Nevertheless, she was defeated at the Battle of Tabaka, and with her death, the lands of the Berbers were quickly conquered, becoming the Umayyad province Ifriqiya, from the word Africa that the Romans used for the same region. Ironically, the tribal warrior lifestyle that made the Amazigh such fierce foes also allowed them to integrate seamlessly into the new Muslim